Hey guys, what's up? Beast from Beast Toys here coming at you. Got a video tonight. Special mail call toy haul. This came from Amazon. It was something that I thought was not going to come for another couple weeks. And actually, I did get a notification last week that it moved, or week and a half to last week, that it had moved up. And then I got a notification it had moved back. And then I got a notification yesterday it would be here today. And I'm like, woo, change your mind much? So, what did we get? A big fat helping of, that's a number 60. And that's a classified Crimson Bat. So here we go, boom. I saw on a video, and I believe it was supposed to be Canadian GameStop maybe, that someone had gotten these, and or it was a windowed one, and I'm like, dang, I would have liked to have one of those. Anyway, been looking forward to this particular one, but I'm telling you right now, I'm going to examine all the tape on these, because now the problem I'm seeing after I had my Scorch Republic Commando issue with GameStop, being a brand new figure just basically put in the store, missing his gun and backpack. So now got to figure out if these things are double taped, because I figured out after I looked at the video, if you want to watch it, I've got the video on it. It's probably about 6-7 videos down from this one. I realized after I opened it and was like, where is this piece? When I looked on the bottom, I could see triple tape. There's a tape going in all different directions, different pieces, same size piece of tape. So I don't know. I'm assuming that at one point someone had took it and disposed of it. Here's a definite opener. You're getting an opener, by the way. I'm just pulling them all. I got 7, and so here's the funny, not funny part. Yeah, I was gonna cancel. I had this ordered, and I was gonna cancel. I had 7 ordered from Big Bad and 7 ordered from Entertainment Earth. Going to cancel those. Forgot and noticed today as well, or yesterday when those shipped. Had a softball game last night. Got on the bus to come home, was checking my email, and lo and behold, Entertainment Earth says shipped 7 more. And I'm like, crap. So I can't afford 14 right now. Not a good idea. Some of these are going to go back to Amazon's my easiest route, so I'm going to send some back to Amazon. Now, that being said, we are going to, I'm looking these over too, checking the boxes. I am going to put one aside in the box, but I'm going to open 7 or 6 of these. And I may even not send the full 7 back to Amazon. I may send like 4 back, so I may end up keeping 10 total. But I'm looking for my keeper and finding little scuffs, little nicks. Truthfully, the first 2 boxes that I found were the better ones. But this one right here is definitely my first opener. My first 2 were the best ones that I found. So I feel like I'm looking for flaws, and I feel like I found some on 1 or 2 of those. Yeah, so like here's a ding on corners there. There's a indentation on the corner of that one, or actually on the seam coming up. So my first 2 were my best 2. Looking for the perfect box. Tricky, but honestly, this may be the one. This is about as close as I can get. These two here in general are both really pretty good. Not finding. It's like the littlest funny shape on the bottom of this one, but nothing terrible. Well, at any rate, I'm going to shove this one aside and put that one in my stack of stuff here in a little bit. So, let's go. Here we go. Number 60 in the line, Crimson Bat. Love what they're doing with bats. Something that we did in a way see when we were younger. but they went with different versions, you know, your V2, V3, whatever it was of bats. We didn't get any in different color. Here, this is our third one in, as you saw, hopefully you saw, when they, in the Snow Job exclusive, and if you go to Hasbro Pulse's page, look at the pictures on the Snow Job exclusive, what do you see in the background? An Arctic bat, which I do believe there were Arctic bats back, where did we see Arctic bats? Maybe in one of those sets in the early 2000s. Can't remember. Anyway, not in my day and age, though, I should say. Not when I was younger. We did not. All right, so anyway, let's check this out real quick. Artwork. There's your artwork in the front. Obviously, with the new one box, look, they got, shows you everything you're getting on the back. And then the big question is, are we getting everything? Which is now the concern of most collectors, it seems, and rightfully so. It has gone to a bad idea, if you ask me. Comes with the box, number 60. This part is cool, I will say that. And then they shove this guy in here. This one's actual legs look out of whack. Oh boy. I may send this one back as defective anyway. Let's get this out. I was gonna get the weapons and stuff out. Now I'm gonna get this one out. His that leg foot, it looks like it's pulled out like a lot. So I'm gonna have to check this and make sure. We could have a defective. Anyway, I may be sending this back to Amazon anyway. And say, hey, I need a different one. Yeah, so see, here's what I'm looking at here. I'll show you. Yeah, look here. I mean, look at the separation on that from the hip. This just looks not right. So here's what's gonna probably, even I'm trying to push it up to like even it out maybe. I did watch a review of these recently, and they did say the head, the ball on the head is smaller than the python and the other bat, supposedly. I don't know though, looking at it, it's hard for me to tell if that's accurate information or not. But again, not sure. But yeah, this one, pushing it up in there. Maybe I got it back to normal. Maybe it just kind of sagged like that. I guess, I don't know. Just kind of pushing it up and trying to work it back into place, maybe. Well, at any rate, I like these. I was looking forward to getting this. I've not noticed my other bats having that kind of separation at the legs and to the hips or the crotch area, whatever, however you want to word it. Not saying that in a bad way, just saying however you want to word it, if that's the area you want to consider it being. Anyway, so, but definitely a small issue. Really loose up top for a bat. The other bats, it didn't seem like, maybe these are, I guess these are rushed out, I would assume, judging by what's going on here. All the other bat parts are stiff, very tight, and maybe, I don't know, I'll open another one and we'll talk about it really quick. Maybe that's just the issue here. I don't know. Just can't wrap my head around what's going on with this one. I mean, he does bend his leg better than some of the other figures even. But again, I just feel like there's too much. I don't like that gap in the crotch. I mean, it's like having gapped teeth. It's like if my teeth were way gapped. It just doesn't look right. It's not cool. Will it work? Yeah, looks like it'll work, but it's just like, that's not what I want. So we'll open another one here in a minute. If it's really bad, I'll just, if I just feel like this is, I don't know, I just feel like I shouldn't pay $25 freaking for a figure and then come with a bit of a defect. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Not sure how I want to approach this yet. Anyway, I'm looking to see here what can be done. Does this thing turn at the top of its leg up here? I feel like that. That part turns. That part turns. That's where it's. Well, I'm sorry. Enough playing around with this thing anyway. Let's, I don't know. Honestly, I think I'm going to put this one back. I think it's going back. I'm going to do a separate deal for that one. Let's open a different one, shall we? Let's find the next one that was dinged. I had another one that was kind of dinged up on the corner. That one's got a bit of, it's a little flaky right there. Let's check it out. Let's check this one out. If they're all that way, then I'm going to be torqued. And I am going to send them back as defective. That one's probably going to go back as defective, by the way. Let's check this one out. So, yeah, I mean, it must be the same deal. Well, looking at this one, it's got a gap right there too. Right away, I see a gap instantly. It isn't as bad as that one. It's not great. Let's see what this one looks like out of the package and see if it's any better. I bet they rush these things out, and that's where we're at with it. See what I mean? There's a gap there. This one isn't as bad. But again, like the parts compared to the other one, looser. Yeah. I don't know. Well, these are just not exact. I don't know if what they changed on this. I don't know if quality realizes that they changed something that they probably shouldn't have. That's what I was trying to do with the other one. Bend that, or at least twist the leg just a bit, because that's what you're able to. There. Just, all right. Got that part figured out. So, yeah, I just don't know. The neck's loose. Like, I think they just chinced on these bad. Or this is, well, I shouldn't say, I would say first, this is their first batch out. This isn't, Europe got it before we did. Canada, I think, even got it before we did. So it's not that I could complain and say, well, first batch out. First American batch out is crap. So obviously there's better ones out there. I mean, I like the elbow or the shoulder joints. We got good bending there. That part I like. You can bend these back, like, you know, back and forth. You can get your arms somewhat behind you. That part I like. And I noticed that some of them are stiff. Like everything on the regular bat is stiffer. Bending at the elbow joints, twisting this part, you know, the neck, loose. But then we get this separation of the at the legs up here. I'm trying to push it up and work it up, and it's just not exactly doing what I was hoping it might do. And I feel like, honestly, feeling this thing, the plastic feels cheaper. I just, look, I mean, and it wiggle, it's not, I could grab a Python bat and a regular bat, and they're stout. They're one of the stouter figures as far as movement. Like, the joints on those are tight. And even that leg joint's not super tight. This one's good and tight, but the other one, no. This is blowing me away at the lack of good quality control they put on these or whatever. They just sent these suckers out. Didn't pull out effort into it, or I don't know. These aren't good. So, hell, I may open a bunch of these before it's all said and done and send back the ones that are not whatever. Like, honestly, I'm getting ready to grab another one. We're going to open 3 on this video. Until and if they're all that way, I'm baffled. I'm baffled. Well, at least my opener that's in a nice box, I'll never know. Here we go again. Number 2. Go for 2 here. Or go for a 3, I mean. And kick a field goal with these figures, so to speak. Hell, I got 7 of them. I might as well open another one. That one's kind of creased. I think this is one of the better boxes here. Probably the best boxes are probably the best ones. Who knows? Oh, here it is. This one's got a bad crease down here in the front bottom. Like I said, we're going to find out. Just don't want to. Well, the good news is I got some coming from EE, so when I get them, I'll bust them open. If they're the same, then we'll know that there's a big problem. And, you know, you as a viewer will know that too. Yeah. I guess, I don't know. I guess I'm crazy. But here again, there's a gap. These are just made poorly. And I'm just disappointed. I really was looking forward to this particular bat. I really was. I don't even know what to do. I'm sitting here thinking about what I can do. What should I call? I'm just trying to figure out, should I call Amazon and say, hey, these are not, the quality is terrible. They're messed up. Their legs aren't even attached correctly, or they're not in there right. Like, and I'm not one to spend a bunch of time complaining, calling, but I mean, again, here's 3. Third one. Gaps. Here. I mean, for sake of argument, I got one. Sorry. For sake of argument, for crying out loud, I'm going to have to do this. There is no gap in this. I just happen to have this one close by. There is no gap. No gap here. No. I mean, there is, but it's nothing like this. Nothing like those. I just don't understand. What did we do different on these? What happened? What's going on? So now I'm nervous to even open these any further. I've already cut 2 out. I'm afraid to even cut this 3rd one out. Like, I'm serious. I'm sending these suckers back. Guess I'll have to wait till my Entertainment Earth order arrives. I don't know. I'm just taken back and baffled by this whole, I don't know. Consider that one defective too. I'm gonna open a 4th. We're going for 4 here. We're gonna find the 4th. The other ones I'm done after this one. Not opening anymore. I think this is the one that was indented in on the side maybe a little bit. Yeah, maybe. No, that's the one. It doesn't really matter, but just frustrating, you know. Like I said, you spend all this money on a figure, and lo and behold, whenever it shows up, this is what you get. And it doesn't happen often. It's not sitting there it's not one of those things I'm saying, all right, Hasbro, we've done a crappy job. Yeah, it's this figure. Again, there it is. One more time. It's this figure. Period. Terrible. So I'm going to we're going to finish the video. I'm going to go ahead and open up the one that I already opened and took out, or one of them. These are gonna set over here in a box out of the way. I've already opened these two. We're just gonna bust one open the rest of the way, show off everything that goes with it. And for this, I'm just gonna sit back and decide about what I'm gonna do when I get my Entertainment Earth ones. Because if they come in and they're all open, several of them, then these 4 in particular are going back to Amazon. Period. So let's check it out though. Let's see if we can't gear this thing up. Like I said though, it's a pain and it's frustrating because they're not exactly what we had hoped for. Because again, I really like the look of this bat. I really do. I know my lighting's crap, as I keep saying. I'm gonna try to get that light thing fixed behind me, or get a different one. I gotta get a different one. It's my daughter, I think, has an extra one. I think she's got one that has like a green screen behind it or something you can use. We're gonna open this one. Because again, when I sit here and push around and mess around with it and try to work it, I get to the point where, yeah, it gets up there, back kind of into place where it looks like it should be. But then when I start holding it and looking, something on the leg looks crooked. This kicks out a little bit. It's just poor job, poorly done. So I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed and hope. I'm beside myself because I keep talking about it. Well, that's how I am. I fixate on something like this and it bothers me. And then I go insane trying to fix it by just, man, let's fix this. Let's push up. Let's whatever. Well, here's the whatever part. We're going to open and maybe hang on to this one in particular by itself right now. The other 3, they may go back. Let's figure it out. So what all do we get? Extra head. That part's always cool. Chest plates. You get the scratched up chest plate. And then you get the regular. I like this with the new serial number. That's another reason I like this bat in particular. I like the looks of this Crimson bat with this attached. I do like that look. And then we have our pistol. Goes in the case. Now that actually fits in the case better than the other ones. I will say that. That slid right in, no problem. Like a glove, as Jim Carrey would say. Here, that fits good. I noticed the Python bats, these were kind of tough. Oh shoot, tricky and tough to get in, but this one, that part's better. So one of the small upgrades is the pieces fit a little smoother in there, but then again, it may be easier to fall out too. So here he is geared up. I'm going to show it to you geared up. Again, here I am, again, still pushing and prodding on this thing, trying to make it fixated on how I can try to get it to work. But yeah, it's like, I feel like it's leaning. It's leaning. His legs are kicked and leaning that way. I don't know if there's and when I do it, when I push up on this side, then this side obviously comes down. I'm just not finding a happy medium with this piece. But he can sit down if I want him to sit down. Anyway, let's show him off geared up. I'll mess with him. I'm done messing around. Alright, here he is geared up. Again, I think I'm going to have a hard time standing. Got the Cobra emblem here. The Crimson Guard emblem on his left side. I'll try to show it in the light. Looks good overall. Everything looks great other than this leg issue. So, excuse me. There he is. Again, I'm just not sure how we're going to work this out, but that's it. So hopefully if you get yours or get one, you don't get this problem. I've got like I said, I've got a set. I got 7 coming from Entertainment Earth, in the next few days, maybe early next week. Today's Thursday. Maybe early next week. I'll check those out. If they're way better, these ones I opened, sending them back to Amazon. Actually, I'll probably call them. Just say, hey, I've got it. No joke. All these are the same. They're broke. They're messed up. The legs are out of whack. Like, the whole batch is that way. And I got 7 of them. What are you going to do about it? Of course, I'm sure I'll send them back. I'll keep my fingers crossed. They'd be like, we'll send you 7 new ones. Don't worry about sending those other ones back. So, anyway, sorry, just spaced out thinking, trying to figure out a way to make this work and make myself a lot happier with the situation. Anyway, here we go, guys. Crimson Bat, I'm sorry. This video has been a little rough. I'm just extremely disappointed. This is not what I expected, not what I'd hoped for, to end up with a set of bats that are bad production line or whatever, bad line that came out. So, if they're all like that, I guess so be it in a way, but then again, I don't know. I just don't feel like paying $25 a pop to get this geared down version or cheaper made version of a bat, and it's not what I wanted. So anyway, there he is, guys. Crimson Bat, number 60 in the line. Hope you get better luck than I do. Hope my next batch is better. So hit that like, subscribe button. You want to check out more videos and reviews. And as always, thanks for watching. I'm Beast from Beast Toys. We'll see you.